All right, so today I just wanted to do a video on this guy. I've been meaning to get around to shoot a video on this. Just been busy, working, school. You know how it goes. This is a limited edition Cold Steel AD10. Special run they did, it's 1,000 pieces. They did this one in CPM 3V. And another little cool feature is that they actually put Demco's name on the blade, as this is now an official collaboration since Demco split to do his own thing. We're not lucky enough to get an early number, but we did get one nonetheless. This thing is sick. It's like 9 ounces, and it addresses one of the biggest problems I had with the original Cold Steel AD10, in that the aluminum liners. So when I had the other Cold Steel AD10, they had these aluminum liners in here, and then this stop pin in the back rested in those aluminum liners. And the issue I had over time was, being a fool myself, I kind of beat on my knives and flicking this thing all the time. It actually started to wear into the aluminum. The stop pin had worn the aluminum to the point where it was starting to play a little bit, and it would rattle, and it was driving me nuts trying to figure out what this rattle was, until one day I took it apart and I saw that the liner itself had been getting worn out. Obviously not ideal, not something you want to see out of, I guess Cold Steel. I've always had an interest in Cold Steel, strictly because it's like, I want to buy a knife that I can just do whatever the hell I need to do with it. The Triad lock, obviously it's no secret. It's considered by most to be, one of the strongest, if not the strongest locking system. It's just a brick shit house. So that was really disappointing. I saw they were doing these limited edition titanium ones, and I jumped all over it the minute I saw them available. Solid tie, no liners. It's actually a bit thinner in the handle because of that. So got a lot slimmer profile. It is much heavier. I think the original Cold Steel one, the G10 and the aluminum's like 6 ounces. This guy's 9, but it feels so much more premium. The ergos on this thing are fantastic. It feels way more premium. If you're not wanting to fork out the crazy amounts of money to get a custom AD10, this is the next best thing. And I see you eyeing this clip. This clip's a game changer. I posted a short last night actually about this clip. It's a guy, Pop's Custom Clips on Etsy. He does these titanium deep carry pocket clips. They're amazing. Everybody knows, if you've ever had an AD10, custom, production, any of that, the clip sucks. It looks nice, but it sucks. The retention's super duper stiff. It's wide, it's awkward. You ditch it. Hop on Etsy and buy one of this guy's clips. His turnaround time's a little long. I think mine was about 4 weeks to get it. So worth it, dude. Look how deep that thing carries. Especially with the weight of this guy. Brilliant. It is so awesome. I don't know what Cold Steel does with this 3V. This thing's got a pretty tall bevel, and it is tough as shit. It is super duper sharp. I can't tell you how many cardboard boxes I've chopped up. My wife has Amazon packages showing up to the house daily. The kids are also constantly getting things on Amazon. So it is just cardboard galore at my home. And yes, I know what everyone's saying. Why don't you use a box knife? That's boring. I don't want to do that. This is significantly more fun. I will happily sit in my garage all evening cutting cardboard into tiny little pieces, because I just like it. It's just fun. The blade stock on this guy is pretty thick, but because of it's so damn tall, This thing comes pretty thin behind the edge. I don't have a caliper with me right now. It is in my toolbox at work. But I'm sure you can look all that stuff up. It's fantastic. I mean, if you want like a big overbuilt knife that's super chunky and thick, that still actually has some sort of performance to it. I was into Medfords for a long time. You know, those 1/4" blades, they're hollow ground, they don't cut for shit. That's just my opinion. This thing actually does work. It's great. The Leatherman arc in the background has nothing to do with this review today. I've just been fiddling with that thing all morning, and so it's just sitting here. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think they had a special deal on these things. They were $400 on the Cold Steel website when they dropped. They originally revealed them at Blade Show Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. And Midway USA, I'm pretty sure it was Midway, they had a crazy deal. It was like $249.99 for these things. I don't know how they didn't sell out right away. This is one of the few knives I've actually hung on to for a long period of time. I get bored of stuff really fast, and this thing has just hung in there. You know, it's a freaking pocket hog, but it is excellent. It has everything you'd want. If you're into like the Chris Reeves finishes and whatnot, that's what you're getting on this handle, and it wears beautifully. I don't know if you can see there's like a little bit of wear, patina on mine just from carry and use. Dude, it looks great. And the 3V is, like I said, this thing's holding up brilliantly. It still hasn't, I haven't even stropped this thing. It has not dulled whatsoever. It is still sharp as hell. And, you know, it's a brilliant knife. As always, if you guys have anything that you want me to review, take a look at, let me know, post a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.